Hey, what's going on? I hope. No, that's not it. Consistency t-shirt is what I got on. This, I think I've had on this t-shirt. This, I'm sorry, hoodie by Tony Gaskins. I just wanted to come on here today because I didn't get to do any videos prior or after January 1st, and I wasn't being consistent, so I just wanted to see how everybody was doing. Just really want to just give some, just let you know what's going on with me. I think I talked to y'all before about, you know, me making the decision to do both Uber and my 9-to-5 job, and I'm still with that. You know, sometimes we set these goals and then the next day you're like, wow, I had that same drive I had yesterday. And so I was doing Uber after I get off work. I get off work at 4 o'clock now, so I'm out of OJT, which is on the job training for my new job. And I was like, you know what, Sharina, instead of waiting till the weekend, what way can you capitalize more earnings, gain more earnings during the week? Because I don't want to do it before work, because I got to be at work at 7:30. And one of the things that I'm working through, because part of self-development is saying don't say try, but that I'm working through is driving and doing Uber when it's dark. I just and I'm driving right now, so I'm driving to the airport, Tampa airport, so my eyes are not going to always be on the camera. So I'm working through that. It just made me feel safer to do driving during the day. I haven't had any issues with doing driving at night. Like if I pick you up and it's right before it turns dark, like I did with one of my customers yesterday. Like I only had 2 rides after I got off work yesterday, and it was like right before it was dark, like right after sunset, but it was still a little light, and I had to take them further out, which was near my old community in Riverview. So it made me feel comfortable. I was able to check the vibe of the customers, and it was a couple, and it was a really great conversation. Matter of fact, the conversation, I do a lot of pouring into customers while doing Uber, but this customer really poured into me. I mean, after he was telling me his story about his friend who was on the entrepreneur journey like myself, and, you know, business got hard. His friend is a barber, and up in Rhode Island, like I'm in Florida, Tampa, Florida area, and he's in Rhode Island, and he told his friend, hey, I know you say the barbershop is slow, but why won't you try Uber? And his friend was like, man, I don't know. He tried Uber one time, and the first day he got beginner's luck. So he got one ride that was a $200 ride, which usually it can take you all day. I mean, we talking about probably 7 to 10 hours to get $200. Just really depends, right? Sometimes you might be able to get that with just 2 rides. But if you're not doing long distance and you're just doing, you know, in town, it could take you a little while. So his friend was like, I'm going to do Uber for the rest of my life. So his friend had started making about $1,500 a week up there in Rhode Island, Boston area. Apparently it's like a tri-city type of thing. I think he said Rhode Island, Boston, and New York. And so the laws are different. So he was like, even though I do Uber, if I was to go up there, I would have to get some type of permit or some type of licensing or something like that, or permission from the government to do Uber up there, because it's different. But it really works out well for his friend. So his friend does Uber about 4 times out the week. He does Uber like starting at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then he finishes about 10. And he does his barbering like 1 or 2 days out the week. But he does really well with that. And so I was like, wow. I was like, okay, that inspires me, because doing 2 jobs, it can be, how can I say it? It can be a little overwhelming sometimes, because you really just want to chill on your days off. So the blessing that I got from Uber is that it trained, like before I got the 9 to 5, because for a whole year, Uber was my only form of income. And so I had to work every day. The only time that I was actually off is some days I'm having a late start, like today is a late start. But I realized today was meant for me to talk to my cousin, who's going through some challenges right now with her mom and her sister. And it was meant for me to talk to my daughter. We have our moments where it's like mom and daughter talks. And that was very inspiring. We actually, before we ended the call, we actually made a date to meet up next weekend, next Saturday. And it was like, okay, you got to get Uber out the way. You got to make sure that you've done all that you can do throughout the week and meet your weekly goal, so that because she does Instacart, as well as she got an internship. It's a paid internship, but they don't pay that much right now. They won't pay really well until really like next month. And so she does Instacart, I'll do Uber to supplement my income. But like on a Saturday where it was cold, man, it was like in the 40s this morning. It's supposed to get in the 30s in Florida. If you've never been in hot weather and then like a hot climate like Florida, or maybe I heard, hey, my phone just be spinning. I heard like Texas might be the same, certain parts of Texas. To go to extreme cold for us, man, that's just crazy. So I just really didn't feel up getting up this morning. I don't like putting on a heater, because then I get too overheated. I'd rather put on layers of clothing than to have a space that's hot. So I did not want to get up this morning. So it just be those moments of like not I ain't gonna say being lazy, but getting complacent, because I love the fact that I had to do Uber every day, because it built a muscle of you can work every day without feeling exhausted, right? At the time, I would say I was in survival mode, so that's a different type of hustle. So I was exhausted more than now, having a 9 to 5 of guaranteed income, and then I get to do Uber on the side. Is a totally different feel. So now it's like I have more control over my schedule, my income. And so there's just things that I know I want to accomplish, and goals that I have. My 50th birthday is coming up. I have been trying to decipher, dang, do I want to just only do a cruise, or do I want to do a cruise and party? So, I've been told by my cousin. She was like, hey, you need to let people know this month if we're going to do a cruise for your birthday. That way that people can start doing payment plans, because you can do, I've been on like 16 cruises, so you can do cruising, you can do payment plans on cruise. You just have to make your final payment 60 days from the sale date for the cruise. So shoot, my birthday is in December, so people have between now and October, which is phenomenal. I want to go on a 7-day cruise and on a really nice ship. So it's more than likely it's going to be Royal Caribbean. Carnival, I'm probably going to go like in November versus December 31st. So my birthday December 31st, because Carnival be turning up with the music. If they can put Carnival music, put the DJ and allow that music to be on Royal, I would never go on Carnival. But hands down, Carnival, to me, my opinion, have the best music. That's just my experience. And so, but I'm gonna go on both, because I love both cruise lines. Those are my 2 favorite. I haven't been on Virgin Voyages. I heard that they are pretty cool. Somebody said that Celebration too, or Celebrity, I think that's what it's called, Celebrity, which I think is like a parent company of a subsidiary of Royal, or it could be a subsidiary of Carnival. So anywho, I'm just trying to figure out, and then I got to get back in the gym. I made sure not to cancel my gym membership at Planet Fitness, and because I need to get back in the gym, I need to get to food prepping, which it's pretty hard. It's been challenging to do because I have to maneuver around, my current environment, which is a good environment, but I just be very concerned about making too much noise, and sometimes if I'm in the kitchen or what have you, I'm being told, don't worry about it, you're good. It just be me, and so it's just a certain way that I do my food prepping, and I be kind of needing that type of vibe in order to do it. But I'm gonna get to it because it's gonna save me money, which is one of the ways of building wealth, is to have a budget, to make sure you're making sure you're spending your money properly, and that you're not it's a certain word for it. They call it thrift spending, but it's something else. What do they say? Not stewarding your money properly. So this go around, I want to make sure I'm stewarding my money properly. I just bought a coffee, and my nails are not done. They probably won't be done for a while, unless I do some little press-ons, which I haven't tried that yet. But even this coffee, I use the app for McDonald's. 99 cents for this coffee. That's what I've been on. Like, I've been on some apps. I get money back from Upside that help me with like getting cash back for all the driving that I do with doing Uber. At first I wasn't doing it. Like, I've been doing Uber for a year. I'm going on 13 months now. It says that I've been doing it for 8 years, but when I signed up, I was so afraid to do it. Back in 2016, I was going through a divorce, and Chase at the time was my 9-to-5, and I was just like, oh, I need to get some more income. Let me try this Uber thing. Man, I was so scared to do Uber back then, and I was even doing the daytime, because it was like, somebody they're gonna kill you. I'm like, oh. And that's something that so many people don't want me to do Uber. Oh my gosh, you're not scared? Even the customers that's getting in my car that's taking the Uber, it was like, oh, I couldn't do this if I was you. I'm like, but you in my car. You ain't afraid that I'm gonna kidnap you? And some of them do be afraid, but it's like, don't let other people's fears be imposed upon you and keep you from living your best life. Keep you from doing the things that you know that you have to do to make yourself better, And so I get, hey, you work too much. Hey, why won't you take a break? And I'm agreement with them that I work a lot, but it's like I got some goals, and again, not being in survival mode anymore, and just like, okay, now I get to make a schedule. Now I get to have more freedom with my time and how I want to make that extra income. It's a blessing. But I came on here to like just, hey, check in. How is things going with your New Year's resolutions? That's if you made any. I hope they're going well. If, like, today is the 4th, if it's been 3 days and you ain't did what you said you're going to do, it's okay. I've done what I said I was going to do. I just didn't do the videos. So I would say probably, I'm going to even put 80% of what I said I was going to do. I'm going to do it. So just have grace with yourself. Don't just stop doing the thing. Like uploading videos. If your thing is, hey, I want to start me a YouTube channel, I want to see what this thing is all about with, monetization and, being able to share my life with others, or whether you share your life or you choose some other niche. I don't know what this YouTube channel is going to turn into. First, I created it so that y'all can follow my success journey, and I got really discouraged. I got really embarrassed because I was like, man, I ain't where I want to be. I sold my house. I sold my house, y'all. I was there for 12 years. I sold my house because this dream inside me of being an entrepreneur, of being a real estate investor and fixing and flipping homes and buying, holding homes and creating that generational wealth and having that passive income, that haven't left me since I was 19 years old. My uncle, told me about tax deed properties when I was 19, back in the 90s, early 90s. And I couldn't understand it. And he was super busy. He got a family, wife, 3 kids at the time. And he was working a 9 to 5 and doing that on the side. So, it wasn't his responsibility to show me how to do it. So it took me forever to try to figure out what it is I wanted to do, because I didn't understand tax deeds. I wish I would have understood it, because the money that I got from my sale of my home, those profits, man, I could have went and bought me a freaking house. I could have bought me a freaking house, and I took the route of, paying off all my debt, which is a good thing, but I should have waited. I paid off all my debt. I was debt free. I actually paid off all my daughter's debt, and did a lot of self-development courses, conferences, and so yeah, I didn't buy the real estate. But I realized too is that God won't let you get where you think you should be if it's not his will. If it's going to really sometimes bless others that he don't want to be blessed. If it's certain lessons in life that you haven't learned. I didn't know I had a people-pleasing spirit. What? I didn't know I had a people-pleasing spirit. So I needed to get through that, because he said, hey, if I give you all of these millions that's going to eventually come, you're going to give away all your money and to people who I didn't even say that it was okay to give away money to. And I want you to be successful, and I still want you to learn certain lessons. So I need to learn self-discipline, being able to invest my money properly, build great relationships. I needed to have the self-development of communicating with others and not being so shy, because I'm an introvert. Well, I was more introverted. I can still be introverted in arenas of, places that I'm not familiar with. But doing Uber has made me so much more confident in speaking to people I don't know, speaking to strangers, and having a conversation. And so I absolutely intentionally made myself do Uber and stick with it. That was one of the main reasons. Yes, it was definitely a means to me taking care of myself, but one of the main things too, versus me going to go get 2 fast food jobs, is that I need you to communicate. If I do fast food, I'm just getting an order. But you're in my car, either we can have a silent ride, or I can take advantage of that opportunity and start asking questions and finding questions that's going to help me in other rooms, like if a networking event for real estate meetup, or a networking event for something else that I'm doing. So when customers get in my car, man, we have such great conversations. For those who want to talk, I've gotten many people to say, I've never had an Uber driver even ask anything about me. Like, I never had an Uber driver that was even concerned the least bit about me at all. So I've really appreciated this ride and this conversation. Thank you so much. And I've had people cry. I have grown men cry in my car. I've had people not wanting to get out my car because it just gave them a feeling of somebody can listen to me, somebody cares. And I love that. I've had people that poured into me, and it could be just a quick little ride. I mean, I'm talking about like 10-minute ride, sometimes 5-minute ride, to where they'll just give me some insight. Somebody told me, about, I was thinking about possibly moving out of Florida. I got some feedback on that, and that I really needed to hear at the time. And it wasn't just like, should I do it or not, but it just was giving me some insight about really decision making. And so, man, this is another thing about Uber. Boy, you have your mind set up on And I'm sorry, I know I just not changed subjects, but I'm still on the same subject. I'm over here I'm in Tampa. So in Tampa, we got what? The Tampa Bay Bucks. We have the Raymond James Stadium. We got Emily Arena. We have baseball. And sometimes at this darn stadium, which is by the airport, I don't know who thought that was smart. By the airport, you can't even get to where you need to get to because of the traffic. And then downtown at the Emily Arena, even if it's no event there, but they might have some type of event around that area because we got the Tampa Convention Center and everybody and their mama have some type of event in Tampa. Even though they're not from Tampa, the event may not even be from Tampa. It might be some type of tech event, some anime event, teachers event. And so that will make things pretty challenging when your route that you're familiar with is cut off. But yeah, stay inspired, stay encouraged. I get so inspired sometimes to come on here and talk, and then by the time I get to where I need to get to, I'm like, well, I'll make a video later today. And it just never happens. Or I'll be like, well, I need to wait till I look a certain way because my face looks so chubby. And I was like, you know what? It ain't about the look, baby. It's about the message. It's about you doing exactly what you said you was going to do. You said you're going to make a video every day. You said you're going to talk to the people. And you know what God would do? He will make the channel become what it need to become. And at this point, it ain't even about the money. Yeah, eventually, of course, the end is to eventually get monetized eventually. But for me, it's really communicating. Having a platform. I'm not uploading videos at this point on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I used to do that, and when I tell you that was so stressful to me, I got so overwhelmed with trying to upload videos. I never went live, so I might go live. I think I might go live sometime this week on YouTube, but I've never been live before. I really need y'all to see my journey of moving from a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, 1,986 square feet, upstairs, downstairs, to my now humble 1-bedroom converted garage. And I eat off my crates, which is 2 little bins that I put on top of each other. It's not the person's fault who live there. They've been trying to get me to be comfortable with different furniture pieces. Like, hey, you want to put a sofa in here? And I'm like, I'll wait. So I have my clothes is in black paper and black trash bags. It looks like I'm about to throw out trash. I'm on a day bed. It's no type of decor in there whatsoever. There is a cabinet, a china cabinet that needs to be thrown away. So, and I have my one fan, and I got tape on the floor around the edges because sometimes you might see little red ants come about. So if you saw, you'd be like, really, Sharina, you ain't gonna do nothing? It wasn't that. Matter of fact, I couldn't do nothing, to be honest with you, because I just didn't have the money. And right now, that's not my immediate concern, right? When I tell you I sleep so good, and I be asking my daughter, grandma, I say, do you hear me snoring? Because I sleep good. I sleep so good. This was even before me even getting the job. Since I've been there, it's been so good as far as the sleep that I get. And it's been an adjustment, right? But I'm so grateful. Gratitude is everything, guys. Gratitude is everything. Like me being able to reduce my income from paying $2,600 a month in freaking rent. And we're just saying, we ain't even talking about gas. I gotta pay phone bill, car insurance, gas, little female stuff that you need each month. We're not even talking about that, but just being able to reduce it to $100 less than, $200 less than what I paid for my mortgage. My mortgage was $893 for that big old house. So, I got one room, but that's cheap right now. I mean, with the current market, it just is what it is, man. That's super cheap. So that's a room that's being rented that wasn't being rented before. So now I add value. So yeah, her grandmother gets, I get cheaper rent, but now her grandmother get paid too. So we're literally helping each other, like for real, for real. Even if her net profit comes out to be $400 a month, because something might have went up, and eventually I am going to, I have increased that, to $700. It might go up, higher than that that I do it myself. But she doesn't ask me like, hey, water went up higher this month, you owe me an extra XYZ. She doesn't do that. So, like this month I gave her an extra $100 because I'm just grateful. She didn't ask me for nothing extra. She didn't ask me for anything extra. I just did it on my own because I'm like, I can help. So why not? And so just the journey of, sometimes people get caught up in, oh my gosh, I don't want nobody to know that now I'm renting a 1-bedroom. Man, I'd take that, baby, if it was in a shack in the back of the house, as long as no rats don't come in there, baby, I'm afraid of a rat. Lightning and rats, baby, I am afraid of a rat. You hear me? And y'all excuse me for my phone twitching. I don't know. I got it sitting on this little phone holder. Of course, I have to have this because I do Uber, right? So you got to have something that your phone sit on, a little mount. There you go. And this little mount just be twisted. And it gets on my freaking nerves. But don't worry about what people think about you. You know why? Because you'll be sitting up here trying to make them happy, and meaning thinking that you're making them happy by thinking somewhat higher of you. Like, oh, Sharina, she lives in this, luxurious home, and she has this beautiful car. Child, my car, okay, I average probably maybe $500. I would say $300 to $500 right now with Uber a week. So at the lowest amount, that's what, like $1,200 in a car where the grill was damaged because a Mack truck hooked onto my car because I got into the wrong lane, and I thought it was a turning lane, but it wasn't. And that Mack truck hooked onto my car, and it pushed my car all the way back. And it was thank God for God. I wasn't even the employee, but thank God for letting the driver employee say, hey, there's somebody behind you. And he just was pushing my car. For a minute I felt like he intentionally did that, but I want to say he didn't. I feel like he knew I was behind him, but that's neither here nor there. The company didn't they did not want to, what you call that? They told the cop not to pursue anything legal or with the insurance or anything like that, which I'm extremely grateful for my life and for them not putting this on my driving record and not contacting my insurance company. The guy was like, after we got out of the car, he was upset. He was like, did you not see this was a construction zone? I said, to be honest, no. I thought it was a turning lane. I said, my apologies, I'm so sorry. And then he said, because it was during the summertime. It was, I think, around July. It might have been even August, but I think it was around July of this year, of 2024. He was like, do you feel that heat? Because, baby, Tampa experienced the hottest summer in years. I mean, probably since '84. But the hottest summer in years, record-breaking numbers. It was so hot. And he said, other than the heat outside, I was like, not really. He said, well, the heat on that truck is holding asphalt of 4,000 degrees. And I said, what? He said, and that could have melted the front of your car. And in so many other words, without him saying it, he would have killed me. Like, that would have burnt me alive. Because I was like, well, the front of the car is me. Yes, it's the roof of the car. Okay, it's the hood. But if it dumps on the hood, then it's going to come down, and it's going to come down on me. So I couldn't get into I couldn't let that stick in my mind, but it did a little bit with my daughter. Because she was like, oh my God, Ma, I can't believe what could have happened. I said, baby, I'm not going to even let my mind, because I know I got control over my mind to a certain degree. I'm not going to let my mind do that to myself, because if I think about what could have happened and the fact that it did not happen, I'm not going to torture myself, because yes, I could have died, but I didn't. I'm alive. It's all good. It wasn't meant for me to go. I'm not going to think about, oh my gosh, the 4,000 degrees. So I said all of that to say that I have this little bra. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the cars that have like the black material on it. It look like leather. Well, I have that on the hood because the hood need to be replaced. The grill, there was nothing I can really do too much for the grill, but you can see where it's been kind of broken. And so, but I almost didn't do Uber because of that, because I was like, oh my gosh, people not going to want to get in my car. So I fixed it the best way I possibly could, and I still drive my car. Now, my mentor at the time, he was like, Sharina, you eventually want to get a different car, because I feel like since your experience with Uber is so good, it's your opportunity to where you can do Uber, you can also network and, you know, share your business with others and possibly get, you know, repeat customers in the process. And so he was like, you're gonna need to get a better car. I was like, I ain't trying to do no car payment right now. So I use what I have right now. And it ain't me using my body. This ain't no Players Club. As I use what I have to get what I want type of thing. It's just that I use what I gotta use, which is a car right now that's not perfect, but baby, it's perfect enough for me, okay? So do what you gotta do legally to take care of the things that you need to take care of. I think I said it before in the other video. Whatever that might be. It might be that you need to call somebody and apologize. It might be that you're suppressing some things about a person and they don't even know that you're mad at them. Contact them. Hey, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about this situation. You know what? That bothered me when you said this, when you was jokingly making a joke about, you know, my laugh, my lips, my nose, my fingernails, my clothes, my hair, you know, my job, where I live at currently, my car, my child, you know, let them know how you feel. Use the emotional intelligence to where you don't have to yell. If they don't want to talk, and if it's not something that they want to do, then that gives you your answer. You might want to separate from them for a little while. Take that course that you need to take, right? Take that walk that you need to take. Breathe, my child. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe out. Do what it is that you need to do to make yourself better. Because nobody is going to do it for you. Like, nobody really cares. Oh, you see that? You see it? I need a new headliner. But guess what? I'm still going to drive. You hear me? Baby, that'll come. That will come. I'm finna show y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. Now, this is the other parking lot. Because I told y'all about Uber. This is the other parking lot that I mentioned to y'all. I'm finna show y'all the difference between the two. Oh, I know y'all was all up in my nostrils. So, let me show you. This is so pretty. And I'm sorry for the sun. But I'm finna show y'all that. Like, they got us in the ghetto in the other parking lot. This parking lot is so nice. It look like you at the darn drive-in theater. And I don't care who be watching me. I used to like not do videos because thinking about watching you. So look at this. Y'all see that? this particular screen tells you the flights that's coming. You got nice bathrooms over that building. That's where I'm about to go at right now. You see how pretty? I mean, I know that's like UPS trucks. You got the tram over there. But it just feels nicer over here. It feels aesthetically pleasing. Ooh, I think I showed y'all my dark car. But down here is the bathroom, and the bathroom is air conditioned. Now the other place is air conditioned. The other place is air conditioned as well. However, the water smell like boo-boo. I know that sounds weird, guys, but it do. It smells weird. See, look, trees. It's just pretty. And don't worry about what people think. You doing videos, you're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be looking at me. Let them look. Upload your video, especially for people who got kids. People love to see mamas and daddies taking care of their children. Create you a video, a channel just showing you cooking your kids some breakfast, lunch, school lunches, y'all going out somewhere. See here, they got the little vending machines. You got the little sitting area. You see the trams, but it's nicer over here. I love it. But all right, I'm inside the bathroom. But yeah. So anywho, get up, get out, have an amazing day today. Get around people that's gonna make you better. Do your best to stay positive no matter what you're going through. Just know everything truly does happen for a reason. God really won't put on you more than what you can handle. He really, really won't. He really won't. Don't give up on God. He'll never give up on you. I love y'all and just wish you the best. Remember, be consistent. We've been consistent in 2025. We're being consistent in 2025 for real. We're being consistent in 2025, like for real, for real. And don't worry about people watching you, because I know they're looking at me. Nobody don't care. All right, well, you have a wonderful day. God bless you.